welcome back. I'm Madame Sensei. I was going to put a title card up, but this is going to be over 10 minutes anyway, so let's just get right to it. We are in the airport world of my virtual field trip, and I will give you the link to this beautiful airport that Grigoris and his team made. I'm starting you with settings right now because my computer's super slow with the recording and the Minecraft going at the same time, but I wanted to show you I've got the default game mode set to adventure and my personal game mode to creative, and that will be important. Let me show you why. Now, this world was originally conceived as a single player, see, it's so slow, a single player world, all right? But I want all my students to be at the airport at the same time. I want it to feel like a field trip. Normally the world starts here with a little mini game. There's a taxi and the cab driver saying he's lost your luggage, and you have to run around the parking lot finding your luggage before you get over here. But, you know, I don't need that mini game because it's not what I'm teaching my students. What I'm teaching my students is, can you talk to each other in the airport in the target language? Okay, so I apologize for breaking the world, but it's so gorgeous, and look how much time it saved me by having it already made. This great airport. Okay, so first thing I did, and I had my my TA Sarah help me, and thank goodness I had a TA last year who was a wizard at Minecraft, because it would have taken me forever. But I have the students, they all spawn right here. I set the spawn point right here, and they have to walk over the pressure plate, and they get a suitcase, which I already have. You can see, just clicked on again. All right, so I only need one suitcase. The suitcase is actually a clay ball that Grigoris changed to be a suitcase, and I love it. And so I was like, yay, I don't have to do that. All right, so you walk into the airport, okay, and I'm just going to fly to make it quicker, okay? So here, normally, in the original world, you would talk to this guy, and he'd say, you're at the wrong counter and all that. But you know what? I just wanted them to get their ticket. They already have their ticket because I handed them to him. And then, so he says, you already have your ticket, go get in line, okay? And you say thank you to him, okay? And same thing with her. She had this long, beautiful, it was absolutely gorgeous, this branching dialogue of what seat do you want to sit in? Do you want window or aisle? And blah, blah, blah. And frankly, I don't understand branching dialogue right now, and it was too complicated for my students. So I'm just like, she's just going to say the exact same thing. You already have a ticket. Go get in line. Okay, so they get in line. And I added, normally there's only this one person here, but I added a bunch of people so that all the students, there's no waiting, because they're all running around, all right? They're in adventure, so they can't break anything, but turns out they can break this accidentally, okay? So I had to be ready with more, you can see right here, I had to be ready with more minecarts. Oh, I'm going to show you this in a second. All right, notice there's barrier blocks. Okay, so anyway, you take your thing and you put it in here. You can talk to him and he'll tell you to put your suitcase on the cart. But I labeled everything. Okay, please place your bag on the scale. And then I added some other people to talk to, and they're all saying, you know, get in line, put your bag here, all that. It's very simple sentences for the students, okay? Now, students get here, they're trapped, because I put barrier blocks here, because I want to wait for every single student to be ready, which is why I'm in creative and the students are in adventure. I want the whole queue of students, French word, the whole group of students waiting right here. I don't want anyone running on ahead, okay? When they're ready, I fly up here, and Sarah helped me make this little secret button right here that I can click on, and that will remove the barriers right here. Okay, so they come over here, and normally there's a little mini game about, oh, you can't bring your bottle on the plane, because remember you were in the parking lot looking for the stuff you lost, and one of it was a bottle, and you had to throw away your bottle here. Well, you know what, I don't really need that, okay? I just need the students to get in line, okay? So they can come over here, or they could, there were all these empty ones, and I'm like, I've got 36 students in one class. They all need to be going at the same time, so they're not waiting. So I added other NPCs and everything, so they're all pretty much the same. There's no, like, over here there was a mini game, and it's a nice mini game. It's a great mini game. It's what can you take on the plane. So I labeled them in French, but I just left the things here. that was probably confusing to those students, but oh well, they got to read those words, right? So here's the deal. Here's the conveyor belt and everything. This is the French airport. I told them you got to talk to all the NPCs, everybody you can talk to, because that was the whole deal of I want them reading, I want them talking to each other. All right. If they don't click on her, if they just go over here, they can't get in. Okay, the barrier block is there. It'll look like the turnstiles move, but it's not. All right. What they have to do is they have to talk to her, and not only do they have to talk to her, they have to say thank you. Saying thank you is very important in French. All right. So now there's no barrier block. Let me fly over to you and show you. Okay, so the students, remember, can't see barrier blocks. I can see barrier blocks when I go like this, but the students can't see the barrier blocks. They don't know why they can't get in. So all I have to do is say, parlez avec l'agent. All right, so then eventually they get in. They talk to the security agent, they say thank you, and then they can get in. Now, the brilliant thing Sarah did, which I just think is funny, she set it so that every 10th person through the turnstile is going to set off the alarm. And it's just this bell going doo-doo, doo-doo, doo. And I just think that's so funny. And I was so happy we did that. I mean, like, I'm such a nerd, right? All right, so students go this way, and I gave some signs to say, go to the check-in counter, blah, blah, blah. And I told the students they could wander around the airport while they wait because the plane's not ready to take off. And then I played all the background sounds about, the white zone is for loading and unloading only. There is no stopping in the red zone. Put all that in the background. Here's a stewardess that was already here that I changed to French that they can talk to. But I labeled everything, okay? And there's also these here. Okay, so if you click on these, that'll tell the students stuff. Okay. I added a little information bureau here. I mean, the bureau was already there. There was nobody in it. So there's somebody to talk to now. The stores were empty, and Sarah and I added stuff in the stores. So she wanted to add hydro flasks. Great. Okay. So we've got, I put little stuffed animals on the wall. I think those are stuffed animals. I added maps. Okay. But the only map I could take was the airport. But that's fine. These students might want to buy a clock. They might want to buy perfume as souvenirs. They might want to buy books, okay? And so I added NPCs. Now, Dan has shown me how to make, Dan Noble, wonderful Dan Noble, Outside the Blocks. Check out his channel. He's shown me how to make these trading games. But the only problem is I can't figure out how to do it in French. And even now I can't figure out how to do it because when you rename an item, and remember I'm just doing this in the English world, and when you rename, because they weren't going to get perfume anyway, even if I changed it to French, it was going to be a potion, So when you rename an item and you have an NPC give the student the item, it won't have that name. It'll just be named the regular thing. And so I just kind of gave up, and I was like, okay, it doesn't matter if they have money or not. They'll just come up to here and they'll say, oh yeah, okay, I'd like a stuffed animal. Okay, so he's going to give you a stuffed animal. My hot bar's full, so you're not going to see the stuffed animal in the hot bar. But so you can buy things, quote unquote, buy things from the store. And here's another store. Oh, here's the elevator. We put an elevator in for accessibility because there was none. And no, it's not a working elevator. It's just there. It looks like an elevator. So we put clothing in the clothing store because that would make sense, right? All right. And this one, I was putting barrier blocks up, and I accidentally put it on the armor stand, and we decided to leave it because it looks like a bracelet, and we thought it was funny. But Sarah made little purses out of signs. I thought that was cute. There's candles you can buy and stuff. Anyway, you go to, normally there's just one NPC here, but I added more. Okay, so I added all these cashiers, so there's no waiting. And you can click on them, and they'll give you some clothes. Okay, and the clothes is all armor, of course. But, I wanted the students to feel like they were in an airport doing stuff. All right, there's stairs up here. Before we go up the stairs, I'm going to show you the bathrooms. Okay, we added accessible bathrooms. Over here, we added non-binary bathrooms. But I just have to show you because I thought it was funny. So there's all these stalls. In the very last stall, I put a jump scare just because I thought it was funny. And then the boys' bathroom, we had a blast. Okay, so my school had some vandalism, and one of the sinks is off the wall. So we did that. We took a sink off the wall. We put a puddle on the ground. And there's a jump scare here too. And of course the boys went into the girls' bathroom. I can't tell you why. But anyway, it was funny. And then we added, because we want to be all inclusive, we added family bathrooms and non-gender specific bathrooms. So this is a nice little airport. Look, this is so much more than I would have made myself. Okay, up here, this is the restaurant. I'm like, you guys can get a snack while you're waiting and everything. There is a meme, a picture of some cafe somewhere. I don't know where, because nobody ever credits where it's from. But it had this really cute thing about how important it is to be polite in French. Okay, so a coffee costs €7. A coffee, please, costs €4.50. Hello, a coffee, please, costs €1.80, 1.80 euros. And I point out to the students when we look at the meme the first time that the commas are different in Europe, like the comma instead of period. But I put that there because they remembered the meme, so it was great. And you could talk to these people and you can order something. And so this is a little frustrating to me. I can't make these buttons bigger, and it's very important to say please. I just put that sign up, right? So fortunately I can abbreviate please as SVP. Oops, that's me putting my mouse too low. I'm not gonna cut that out. Okay, so anyway, oh, and then over here, just because I wanted to put so many Easter eggs in so the students would explore. Here's I'm a robot chef who's going to take your job soon. Just as many jokes as I could put in so the students would look around. Okay, so normally you go up here and you gotta find your right checkout counter. Oh, here's another. There's this cute little old lady over here with some more food. Okay, so you can get but I couldn't put the s'il vous plaît here. It would get cut off. But you can get a little snack there. This is such a beautiful airport. I'm so happy Gregorius let me break it. These people, they'll just tell you you're at the wrong gate. Okay, and I labeled everything. All right, so the students get over here, and I told them, like this guy says, get ready to wave your ticket at these people, and these people are like, show me your ticket. So they don't wave your ticket. I wrote that in English, and I loved watching the students wave their tickets at the screen. Okay, and then it doesn't matter what they do, they can't get in here yet. Okay, they have to wait because I want to wait till everyone's done having their food and buying their clothes and everything, and then I fly up here to the secret button. Okay, and then when I push the secret button, it gets rid of the barrier blocks. Oops, I should have shown you the barrier blocks were right here, but they're not here now. Okay, so then they go here. Now normally this is a really nice little mini game where you have to choose what the steward, not the stewardess, but the ticket taker out there told you, everything that the stewardess would normally say. Please stow your trays in the upright position, and the seat belts are located, or flotation devices are located under the seat. Normally you choose, are the flotation devices on top of the seat? Are they under the seat? Are they next to the seat? And you push the button for where it was, and then the door would open if it was the correct thing. I guess there were only two choices, okay? So you push the button, and if it was correct, you'd go through. But, I thought that was just, it's not a one-person game. It's a many-people game, and I just want to get my students onto the plane. So I just took all that out, and I just decided, instead of teleporting them directly, I'm just going to have them walk down the gangplank. That's fine. So they get over here, and they're on the plane. Look at this gorgeous plane. Look at this absolutely gorgeous plane, okay? Now I'm going to put this on so you can see they can't get all the way back until I release that, okay? And here's where the students were like, wait, where am I sitting? And they really wanted to, quote unquote, sit with their friends. And so I was really sorry I didn't do that on the ticket. They got on the plane and I showed them a little cat video. There's a great, for French, there was this great parole de chat, which I showed them. But here's the cockpit. You could go into the cockpit. And I hid the little button to take down the thing over there. Make it a little, I put barrier blocks around it so the students couldn't do that. But anyway, so yeah, so it was fun on the plane. You could talk to the stewardesses and everything, and they had their little journey on the plane. Now normally, I forget what happens, but there's a second plane that you get taken to, but instead I kept everyone on this plane, and then I put I took down the barrier blocks when I decided that they were done with the plane, and then had them walk down here because you have to exit at the rear of the plane, right? And then right here that teleports them to here. Okay, so you can see the second plane that you would normally wind up in, but I teleported them to here, or just directly to there. And you can see there's barrier blocks here, so they can't get out. Okay, so they just can't get out. But these people will tell you where to go to pick up your luggage. Okay, and I put signs everywhere so they'd know where to go. So come over here, and where am I? Oh, they are normally more sound. Okay, so I just put the carts were going around forever, but of course they always get out of sync. I don't know. Put another lost and found here. Okay, and then this is 2. I think we're over here. But anyway, they'd come and they'd pick up. We filled these with the luggage. Okay, so they'd come pick up their luggage. And yes, half of them accidentally broke the baggage cart. I had a fun time making these connect, because it turns out there was this gaping hole outside. So over here, normally you talk to these people and you try and find the person who was going to take you to your hotel. Okay, there's no hotel. You just talk to him and that ends the game. But I gave everybody else dialogue so that the students could talk to them. All right, and he's just too cute. I could have gotten rid of him, but I didn't. So anyway, then the students are stuck here, and they're stuck here forever until everyone's done. And then I say, okay, you're out of the airport now. Next year I'm going to do a hotel. Look at this. They didn't finish this, so I just stuck this. None of my students got out here, fortunately, but this is why your luggage gets lost. That's what I wrote. So anyway, they're stuck inside the airport until I say, okay, we're done. And then I show them the big book that explained how to use the camera, and then we went to the city. Okay, so we either went to Paris. This is the French airport. I'm working on a Quebec one right now because my students who I had last year, I'll just send them to Quebec this year. And my Spanish students went to Buenos Aires. My Japanese students only got to do the airport because I can't find a good enough world for them right now. I was looking at the Budokan world, but it's not quite right for my purposes. I may have to build one from scratch. Woe is me. Next one, I'm going to show you Paris next. And I should say, look, I've got in the description, I've got this world, this original world as it was originally conceived. You can go there. If you want my world that I broke, then come talk to me on the Minecraft Education Ambassadors or the Minecraft Teachers Lounge, and I'm happy to share that with you. But I do feel a little guilty that it's not my world to begin with, and I deliberately broke it. So I'm not going to post it out there, okay? All right, so the next episode, I will walk you through Paris, and then the one after that, I'm going to walk you through Buenos Aires and what I did with those. Because again, those are worlds that I was given and then broke. So I hope to see you there.